Yes, good evening from me, Peter Brackley. It's football on Fantasy Island then,
but it
for
was
Wycombe
Jermaine
Wanderers,
Easter's
the chair
equaliser
boys.
against Chelsea that truly made everyone sit up and take notice. Wycombe producing wonders as the frustration grew for Chelsea. And welcome everyone, wherever you may be watching with us this evening. Welcome along to the bridge, where it is all square between Chelsea and Wycombe going into this second leg of this season's Carling Cup semi-final, the first to be played to a conclusion tonight. Arsenal and Tottenham potentially the opposition for whichever of these sides does go forward from here tonight to the final in the springtime. But we are talking about an area of doubt, and that is scarcely believable. Will it be Chelsea or Wycombe? The unthinkable is not yet out of the question, all square from the first leg. Perhaps worth remembering that just 12 days ago here, a team from Coca-Cola League 2 were dispatched 6-1 by Chelsea in a cup tie, but since seeing off 10-man Macclesfield in the FA Cup, even Chelsea's somewhat patchy form has deserted them. The cracks may truly be showing in the Roman Empire hereabouts now. Only one other win in the last 7 tells part of the story. The political infighting off the field reveals much more of it, but no one needed to have their suspicions confirmed by newspaper gossip or speculation. The evidence was all too evident on the field at Anfield on Saturday, as Chelsea simply disintegrated against Liverpool, and now they have this chance to prevent further meltdown. But right now, the team that has been sweeping nearly all before them in the past couple of seasons, eyes focused on the biggest of prizes, the boys in blue here, a team which has demonstrated ruthless efficiency, dispatching lower league opposition and lesser opposition, so-called, at every turn. Suddenly, they cannot take a win for granted in any competition against any opposition. Wycombe in their change strip tonight, away from home, heroes already, 6th in League 2, 73 places behind Chelsea on the league rankings. On Saturday, they were facing Accrington Stanley, but here they are, Wycombe, the first club from the 4th tier of English football to reach the semi-finals of this League Cup competition for over 30 years, since Chester back in 1974-75. But they walk out tonight here at the Stamford Bridge ground, which is almost a home from home, given fantastic Wycombe support away from home here. And Wycombe have already achieved something. Level from the first leg, that's what they were dreaming of. That is their support. And the hope is all too tangible, even away to Chelsea. Let's take a check on the teams for you. Terry, Robin, Bullarus, Joe Colenbridge, they are the big name absentees because of injury. Jose Mourinho also denied the presence of Ricardo Carvalho and Claude Makelele against Liverpool, but they are back tonight from injury and suspension respectively. Paulo Ferreira, Jeremy and Solomon Kalou all started at the weekend and are left out tonight. And the man so publicly snubbed once more by Jose Mourinho at the end of the game on Saturday, Andrei Shevchenko, is in from the start. 4 changes by Wycombe boss Paul Lambert, as his side at their own level search for what's becoming an elusive victory in any competition for them in recent weeks. Will Antwi returns at the back. Stephen Oakes, a substitute at the weekend, returns in midfield, as does Matt Bloomfield. And up front, Tommy Mooney, wearing the skipper's armband. We saw him leading Wycombe out. He returns, a robust veteran if ever there was one, as the strike force partner for Jermaine Easter. Easter, top scorer with 20 in all competitions. You've already seen the most famous he's got on this cup run. It brought the sides level in the first game at Adams Park. And worth repeating that he is a player on a roll. He has scored in every game that Wycombe have played in this competition so far. It's a perfect night at the Bridge for football. After all the rain of the past fortnight, crisp, dry winter's day in West London, and a full house at Stamford Bridge. Wycombe Wanderers are rookies in this competition, certainly. Never previously beyond the second round. Of course, only elevated to full league status some 13 years ago. Now mixing with some of the stellar names of world football. Mourinho quoted today as saying, "I expect from Shevchenko unstinting effort," begging the question perhaps whether he's really believing that he's been getting that in recent weeks. A young man in the shop window here, Easter, already a wandering career. Wolves, Hartlepool, Cambridge, Boston and Stockport. Scored goals most of those places. Some of these Wycombe supporters, most of them surely, will remember their most recent cup exploit. Fantastic run to the FA Cup semi-final, beaten by Liverpool in 2000-2001 at Villa Park. This could even possibly be better. They made such a fight of it first time round. Can they do it again? Mike Dean is the man in charge tonight. Trevor Kettle, the fourth official, just helping him with some last-minute adjustments to his microphone. Chelsea to get us underway to a rapturous roar from the Bridge faithful of Jose Mourinho. Last time they were at home, it was stand up for the special one. The crowd has made its feelings well and truly felt in the saga of personality conflicts and politics behind the scenes. They believe in their manager still. Here goes Shevchenko. Does Mourinho believe in him still? Michael Essien putting the ball into touch, but a free kick won already. Drogba's so short of help at Anfield at the weekend. Shevchenko made a belated appearance for the last 15 minutes or so of that game. Chelsea hardly mustered a shot all day. Incidentally, tonight, starting 1-1 from the first leg. Cole's ball in, Shevchenko! Well, that would have been the headline grabber. Didn't produce a cross as good as that at Anfield all day at the weekend. Ashley Cole might even have done better. It was a free header. Missed here by Diarra, got away with it, and Chelsea somehow got the free kick. Everybody has had their say. Mourinho saying that he has not had the support in the transfer market that he would wish for. Certainly it looked a threadbare squad at the weekend. What a state of affairs for the club with all the money. Here's Easter. Essien in that auxiliary centre-back role tonight again. Clear by Williamson for Wycombe to Tommy Mooney. In by Oakes. Ashley Cole had Mooney around the back of him. I think he knew he was there. No real pressure this time on Diarra. In for Jeremy in the right back position for Chelsea tonight. Jeremy was hapless at times at the weekend, and that not the best start by Diarra. 35 years young Tommy Mooney, relishing this chance in the spotlight again. Goulbourne with the throw for Wycombe. 1-1 draw for Wycombe at the weekend against Accrington Stanley, and they have been stuttering for form a little bit, Paul Lambert's side, after a bright beginning to the campaign. Pretty solid defensive record. They have struggled to score goals, even at their level. Away goals, incidentally, tonight only count in the event of extra time. So if it is a draw of any score tonight at 90 minutes, it will be extra time. And in extra time, the away goals factor does come into play. Pittacek got the most massive reception tonight when he came out to warm up, having returned at the weekend. Well won by Doherty. Tried to thread it into Easter's path. Shevchenko took it well, but couldn't spin into this space. One back by Shevchenko. Drogba taken out right in front of referee Dean. First card of the night. And I don't think Will Antwi could possibly have expected anything else for this. Sixth card of the season, incidentally, for the Wycombe defender. Lampard with the restart. And a long way from his best. So for those who perhaps haven't been able to follow the intricacies of Chelsea's fall from grace, relatively speaking, in the last 3 or 4 weeks, Boxing Day, a draw here with Reading, 2-2. Fulham in the local derby over Christmas, here, 2-2. Villa in the Premier League away from home, 0-0. There was the 6-1 thumping of Macclesfield, but one Chelsea fan on the way in tonight said to me, you know, we weren't actually very good for a long spell in that game either. It was only when Macclesfield went down to 10 that we really took control of it. Then the 1-1 in this competition away to Wycombe. Yes, there was a 4-0 win over struggling Wigan in the Premier League here, but comfortably Chelsea hitting a low mark for the season at Liverpool at the weekend. Take that, Ricardo Carvalho. Makelele to Essien. Ballack gives it back to him. Lampard. Hustled and harried to good effect. Tommy Mooney saw a lot of room to run into then, just as well that Essien was alert to it. Doing his best in an unfamiliar role, Essien, of course. Here's Drogba in his familiar position. Ballack. Stellar names wherever you look in this Chelsea side, despite the lack of form. Ballack's header down. Diarra to Makelele. Lampard to Ashley Cole. Ballack beaten in the air. Essien kept Chelsea on the front foot. Now it's Lampard. Made space, Frank Lampard. As ever, it's a healthy return. 13 for the season so far for Lampard. And he was on target in the game against Wigan here. Indeed, with a hat-trick in the FA Cup tie too. So I think in that respect, at least, he can say his form's holding up. Wasn't the best of touches by Lampard, though. Martin steering it back to Ricardo Batista. In goal for Wycombe. Mooney making his presence felt. That's why he was brought back in the side tonight by Paul Lambert. Cleverly won free kick against Mikel. Both Wycombe centre-halves in there, Williamson and Antwi, as well as Tommy Mooney. Oates takes, good ball too, well headed clear by Michael Essien, and well won back by Golborn. Essien again had to be alert. Mikel to Diarra. Shevchenko collected and turned. Ballack. Ashley Cole getting plenty of room to get forward here. Drogba was on his heels. Wycombe defending deep, but doing it well. Makalele. Ballack saw the run of Cole. Goal return of 4 for Michael Ballack so far in this campaign, and well, Shevchenko has obviously been the brunt of most of the scrutiny as Chelsea have struggled to assimilate big names. There are those who would also look to the overall contribution of Michael Ballack so far, given his standing in the game and his reputation. Wycombe showing that they're little respecters of reputation. Here's Golborn. I think he got a little bit caught in two minds then, but making good tracks down the Wycombe left. Young Scott Golborn. Drogba got it. Shevchenko also got it. Lampard. Ballack. Mikel to Diarra. Drogba leaning on his man. He's past the 20-goal mark already. 21 in total. What a night for Mike Williamson and his partner Will Antwi. What a feather in their caps it would be if they could keep Drogba and Co out here. Helped on by Mooney. Jermaine Easter gets onto it for the first time, and you could sense the expectation in the Wycombe travelling support. It all ended a little sourly. Shevchenko helps Chelsea win a throw. Looks like 1 or 2 instructions to be passed by Paul Lambert out to Stephen Oakes. Bloomfield kept his head. Essien climbed above Mooney, did well. Lampard. Drogba spun nicely. Referee Dean let it go. Mikel. Shevchenko was running in behind, trying to make his presence felt. Behind the scenes, frantic efforts by the Chelsea powers that be, from Chief Executive Peter Kenyon down, to make it out as though it is business as usual, that the tensions behind the scenes are healthy and creative. But I guess what it all comes down to at the moment is a string of good results that will make the world think that the ship has been steadied. They won't get a better chance than this Chelsea tonight to reach a final. Maybe keep a clean sheet and rack up one or two at the other end, but they're yet to break through. Lampard's ball in. Makelele's the last man. Diarra. Well defended by Williamson. Well won back by Mikel. Shevchenko just about kept it. Steered cleverly forward by Ballack. Great turn by Drogba. Didier Drogba. Well, they're battering on the door here at the Bridge, Chelsea, but Wycombe's young defenders like Williamson so far holding firm. Lampard's corner, Ballack couldn't get anything on it. Makelele did well just to make a nuisance of himself. He's made a career of doing that, really. It's his cross. Shevchenko! What a block that is by Antwi. It's heroic stuff back there from Wycombe. It has to be tonight. They need heroes in every department. Ballack. Drogba. Diarra. He's almost made a gift of it to Shevchenko, Batista, but got away with it. Suddenly Wycombe look very nervy. And the young Portuguese in goal tonight, Ricardo Batista, can be grateful for some brave defending in front of him. He almost makes a present of this one. Really, it's the first save the keeper's had to make. So good have been the defenders in front of him. Bravery like this. And quick thinking defending too. What he wouldn't do for a goal. For all his reputation and all his wealth, Shevchenko. Here's Oakes. He's to brushed aside too easily by Makelele. Shevchenko. Antwi could have a long way to go in this game or a yellow card. Carvalho to Diarra. Mikel. Makelele. Well, it's certainly not the precision passing that Chelsea made their trademark over recent seasons, is it? And it's certainly not the sharpness in front of goal that characterised Shevchenko's entire career before reaching Chelsea. Incidentally, no sightings of Roman Abramovich at the Bridge so far tonight. The reports yesterday were that he would be abroad on business, football business actually, in Israel. One wonders whether he's watching in. Big shout by Czech, we heard it all the way up here. He and Carlo Cudicini recuperating together, incidentally, by going down to Gatwick Airport to fly one of the British Airways simulators down there. Cudicini's training as a pilot, and he brought Czech along for the experience, which he said he loved. Quite clever by Stephen Oakes, somehow to get the free kick against Diarra, the younger player. Doherty to Oakes and back again. That's prettily done. Then Stephen Oakes with the rush of blood to the head. Drogba must be offside. Early in his career, Leicester City and Luton, some good cup exploits featured in the CV of Scott Oakes, or Stephen Oakes, I should say. Sadly, like one or two others in this Wycombe squad these days, injury got in the way of career progress more than once. Really would be a crowning glory in the careers of some. Shevchenko could do with a bit of glory right now. Here he goes. Well, he gets pats on the back from the faithful at that end, but the end product just wasn't there. Chelsea are racking up the corners. What have they got to show for it? Carvalho was coming onto that one, but illegally. Tommy Doherty puts himself back together again. Essien down to Diarra. We're through 20 minutes. Wycombe have kept Chelsea out with only a couple of real scares. That might settle it. It's Andrei Shevchenko. Doherty's mistake. Shevchenko rolls it home. Stamford Bridge rises to celebrate with him. And the weight of expectation turns into a golden goal for Chelsea. But what a gift. One even he couldn't miss. Tommy Doherty made an absolute present of it to Andrei Shevchenko. It must have seen a long, long time for Shevchenko here, with everybody in the ground bar the Wycombe support expecting him to roll it in the corner, but he was man enough for the task. What a present. Gift wrapped. Phew. That is the collective sigh of relief. His 7th of the season. Michael Ballack's off the field getting a bit of treatment. Chelsea supporters have been waiting since the Watford game here in mid-November for Shevchenko to go from 6 for the season to 7. It was all going so nicely for Paul Lambert and Wycombe.
Brooks takes the free kick right into the bottom of the wall. Might get a second chance here thanks to Ashley Cole. Carvalho hooks it clear. And a stay down in that Chelsea area. Carvalho again gets his body in the way, but Chelsea might be better placed to put this ball into touch here. It's Didier Drogba, I believe. Well, I think if he'd stayed down, even Wycombe would have had to put it out, but as it is, game goes on. Mooney. Goldborn to Oakes, gets it back again. Doherty. Easter to Doherty. Nice idea. Mooney! Found a little bit of room, and that would have been the best way for Tommy Doherty to make amends. It's a clever little ball here, just giving a small side of the target to Mooney. He doesn't really get a proper shot in, I don't think. Rather stubs his toe into the turf. Best that Wycombe have done creatively so far. Wycombe continue to try to play their way back into this since going behind. They've won a corner off Ashley Cole, and it's been a pretty good response by the side who come from a different footballing planet, in truth. Betsy took it. Czech sorted it out. Shevchenko with his shoulder, or maybe his upper arm. Only out jump by Diarra. Doherty. Made it his. Betsy. Been a good little spell here for Wycombe. Mooney couldn't quite reach him, in fact. Makaleli it was who belted it clear. Drogba. Essien leaves it to Mikel. Lampard. Drogba. Makaleli pressing Chelsea forward. No question, but with Makaleli and Carvalho restored tonight, Chelsea looking to have a much more solid centre to their side. More of what we've become accustomed to over the last couple of years. Essien looking a little bit more composed tonight, with Carvalho around to be a partner rather than Paulo Ferreira. You might have caught a glimpse there of Carvalho barrelling into Easter. That's what you call know-how. Not sure that Mike Dean saw it. Kevin Betsy. Close attention from Lampard. Even now, apparently not fully fit Carvalho. But in the absence of John Terry, of critical importance, Mourinho said that he is fit at least to start the game. Mooney's header. Essien did well. Ashley Cole. Easily blocked out by Antwi. Wycombe did well to get bodies back into their own half of the field then. They've got plenty of pacey young defenders, even if it's a lineup carrying a couple of veterans elsewhere. Likes of Doherty here and Oakes, hardly the quickest in the middle of the park. Mooney up the front. Here's Easter. He does have the pace and the ambition. So many reasons tonight why Wycombe Wanderers must have secretly been harbouring hopes, even now maybe, not just Chelsea's rocky spell, but already on this cup run this season. They've beaten Fulham, Wycombe and Charlton away from home. Early by Mooney to Betsy. Wycombe surely can prosper if Betsy starts to make inroads down that right-hand side, and that was almost passed on by Easter. John Obi Miguel. Emily Drogba. Batista. Read it. Betsy beginning to see more of it for Wycombe, and that surely must be a plus for them. Except that Makaloli read him perfectly. Drogba was still coming back, and Shevchenko was never going to get to it. Diarra penalised. Mooney cleverly getting his body in the way. Stephen Oakes with the restart. Betsy beginning truly to impose himself. Wycombe still in this. Doherty's attempted cross. Mooney made something of it. Well, he had one from near the centre circle in the first 15 minutes, Stephen Oakes. Must think there's something on for him tonight. Eventually freed by Leicester. Actually made his Premier League debut, would you believe, for Leicester against Chelsea back in '98.
Makelele to Ballack. Lampard. Claude Makelele among those Chelsea players to put their heads above the parapet when the flak's been flying in the last few weeks, to deny any rift, at least at dressing room level. Lampard. Free kick to Chelsea. In Frank Lampard territory too. Mind you, it's also in Michael Ballack territory and in Didier Drogba territory. It's Ballack in the end, and it's a corner. Although I think Ballack's point is well made, there did appear to be an arm out in front of a man's face. Batista looked less than secure under that one. Carvalho. Wycombe again, don't squeeze out. Maybe they don't really trust their keeper behind them. Mooney turned it into a throw rather than a corner. Michael Ballack continues to press his claims. It won't obviously make any difference now, but I think we could see what he was complaining about. Well won back by Bloomfield. The slip by Essien gives Easter possession, and Betsy. For Shevchenko. Mike Dean's calling the back here. I think he'd like an end to this debate with Ballack, surely pointing out that it is futile, it is over, but a card could follow if he chooses to continue. Makelele to Mikel, to Diarra. Caught. It's a free kick to Wycombe. Again, he's done well for Wycombe. He makes himself difficult to come through or around. Andrei Shevchenko. Again, he's got a lot of room to work with, and he's got help this time. It's Ashley Cole. Still Shevchenko. and still. Easter won the race with Essien, but crucially, Claude Makelele, back in the fold tonight, was too strong in the challenge for Betsy. Well, it looked for a moment like a promising breakout for Wycombe. They're keeping it interesting here. They're keeping their fans' belief alive, at least. Diarra. Shevchenko wants it played down the side to him. He's offside. Pointed references by Mourinho before the kick-off tonight. I'm looking for Shevchenko to produce commitment and work rate. John Terry, the club captain, making his opinions clear too to the fourth official. Funny how a player can be out with an injury and look even more valuable to a club. Certainly that's the case at present with Terry for Chelsea. Cole's cross here. Cole won the free kick, the throw. I think he thought it might have been a free kick. Makelele. Mikel. Diarra. Shevchenko. Wycombe trying to make themselves difficult to play through here. Makelele to Lampard. Early sight of the target. Betsy getting the better of Drogba, but not of Ashley Cole. Cannily done by Carvalho off Mooney. Well, Chelsea were a lost cause by this stage of the game at the weekend. There certainly has been more than one exchange between John Terry and the fourth official, we understand. And our man at pitchside tells us that Mr. Kettle told Mr. Terry, in as many words, to keep it shut. Mr. Terry looked to be following those instructions, didn't he? And might be well advised to do it. Drogba. Shevchenko. It'll count. It's two. It's two for Andrei Shevchenko, and it's surely a place in the curling League Cup final for Chelsea. And it was so simple. And it's surely all over for Wycombe. The man in the middle of the crisis comes up with 2 goals in the first half here. The flag stayed down. Most of the Wycombe defenders stopped and looked to the linesman. Drogba's little clip ball through. It did seem to hit a Wycombe player, surely inadvertent. And they were off to celebrate. Well, they're coming in a rush for Shevchenko now. That's 8 for the season. Ballack.
Lampard was in this time. Kevin Betsy. If Wycombe can hit back somehow before half-time, we may still have a riveting second half. But they're beginning to run out of time in this first period, and surely 2 down at the break would make it so tough for them. They've got a free kick here, conceded by Makelele. Can they make Peter Cech work in the Chelsea goal? We're into the 45th minute. There'll be 2 added minutes minimum. And Wycombe really needs something here. Oakes to take it. Been a little erratic so far. Not very good this time, but at least it will be a corner. Cech came for it and grabbed it with aplomb.
The officials indicated a minimum of 2 minutes of any time.
Not his best kick out. Doherty. Again, the flag stays down, this time in Wycombe's favour. Mooney. On his side, the throw off Makelele. Always alert, Makelele, though. As Essien was then. It's Drogba now for Chelsea. Shevchenko stopped in his tracks by Goulbourne. Good ball from him too. The young left-back shown up well tonight. Here's Betsy. Better from Kevin Betsy. Half chance here for Wycombe. Cech diving at the feet of Easter. And he must have got something on it to deny Wycombe's leading scorer, because it's a corner. Kevin Betsy producing a wonderful ball, and just for a moment, a way back into the game beckoned for Wycombe. No fear in that challenge by Cech. And it would have all been so different, surely, at half-time. The defiance continues from Wycombe. But Chelsea do hold firm. Lampard. Well run by Diarra to Drogba. Shevchenko! Wasn't that far away from it. Antwi out to Doherty. It's half-time here at Stamford Bridge, and Chelsea have got at least 1 foot in the Carling Cup final, thanks to Andrei Shevchenko. 2 in the first half, and a sporting pat on the back. A wonderful gesture from one of the superstars of the game to an honest professional, Tommy Doherty, who's made a cataclysmic error to gift Shevchenko the opening goal. Great sportsmanship from a man under pressure. Otherwise, Chelsea, without anything resembling their best, have taken the opportunities that have come their way. Wycombe may well feel hard done by that there was no flag for the second of the Chelsea goals, certainly. But Chelsea have a firm grip on this now, and it's going to take something extraordinary from Wycombe to even give a glimmer of hope for a comeback here. It's Chelsea 2, Wycombe 0 at the break, and Chelsea lead 3-1 on aggregate. Told them to go in 10 seconds.
Welcome back, everyone. Back slaps all round for Andrei Shevchenko on a hat-trick here in this second half. Certainly that's uncharted territory as a Chelsea player. The last we have a record of for him was in his Milan days back in 2005. But Chelsea, more importantly, with a firm grip on it. And Frank Lampard hopes 45 minutes from now to be, indeed expects now, to be leading Chelsea into a second final in this competition in 3 years. Chelsea short of wins, but looking to press home their advantage in this second 45 minutes. On by Mooney. Lampard for Chelsea. Nicely done by Antwi. Wycombe's young defenders far from disgraced in this first half of this game. One of the pluses of the night for Paul Lambert. Took charge at Adams Park only in the summer, replacing John Gorman, his fellow Scotsman. Had started in management at Livingston, of course, in Scotland. And I think he would judge himself this season, not on this cup run, but by Wycombe's progress as a force in their division. They were 6th at the end of last season, and that's the position they find themselves in right now. Cole to Lampard. Shevchenko trying to run in behind Antwi. Diarra. Shevchenko again hungry for possession. So too Michael Ballack. Mikel. Makaleli. Surely Chelsea a different proposition with Claude Makaleli back in the ranks. So important to them over the last 3 seasons. Shevchenko skips away from one and almost plays Ballack in. Kevin Betsy's got a little bit of room, but Cole quickly back goal side. And Cole again, making his presence felt, if illegally. Russell Martin with the restart. How different might it have been if Wycombe had converted the chance that came their way on the stroke of half-time. No nonsense from Drogba. Is this to be a turning point in this man's fortunes this season then? Was there a turning point late in the weekend when Arsenal came from behind to beat Manchester United, thus sparing Chelsea a 9-point deficit at the top of the Premier League? It stays at 6. Will any of what's happening on the field at the moment impact on Mourinho's long-term position here now? If he is to go this summer, then everything we know about him tells us that he'll redouble his efforts to go out in a blaze of glory. Peter Kenyon, of course, denies any such possibility. Just over 41,500 here at Stamford Bridge tonight. The vast majority still believers. And loving having this man back. Chelsea finding it pretty easy here now. Here's Drogba. Wycombe free kick. Got a free transfer from Southampton, young Mike Williamson. Great to see players like that getting a second chance within the league structure. They found it hard to get results in the last few weeks, Wycombe, just like Chelsea in truth. Here's Shevchenko. Since the start of December, Wycombe, 3 wins, 4 draws, 3 defeats in their league campaign, and critically, those 3 defeats have all come against direct rivals for the 3 promotion spots in their league: Lincoln, Swindon and the MK Dons. So they could do with refocusing on their league form now. They just don't score enough goals, which doesn't augur well for this second half, of course. They have conceded only 24 in the league, but the goal difference is only +8, and that's the worst of all the top sides chasing promotion. Mooney and Easter between them have contributed 30 of a total of 46, and I think that in truth tells the whole story. Not enough goals from the rest, and not enough threat really around the rest of the field. 1 or 2 very optimistic early blasts by Stephen Oakes from midfield. But like so many of the clubs at his level, Paul Lambert has got to manage within a very constrained budget. The best thing about this cup run is the money that it's brought in, over £500,000. But I'm afraid they're beginning to look like this was one bridge too far. Here's Shevchenko. And still, Lampard, surely easier to hit the target than to miss. He can afford, tongue-in-cheek, a smile, because it's so unlike Frank Lampard. Shevchenko doing the donkey work. And one of the all-time top scorers, midfield player, goal scorers in English football, spurns this chance. It probably won't matter tonight. Easter going away from goal, shepherded there by Makalele. Betsy. Wycombe would love to see him really spark into life. He's conceded a free kick here. Diarra won that little skirmish. Mikel to Carvalho. Chelsea really knocking it round better and better as this game's developing. Something of the old style about this now. Drogba. Mooney. Easter got something on it. Got a free kick out of Essien. Who picks up a card for his troubles too, Michael Essien. Third of the campaign for Essien. Well, I think there was some communication between the assistant on this side, Glenn Turner, and the referee, Dean. Something that maybe the linesman picked up. Aimed at Mooney. Shevchenko's on the burst again here. Lampard was first to join up with him. As ever, alert. Essien to Diarra. Perhaps not his forte getting forward, but you wonder right now if Lassina Diarra could be viewed by Mourinho and his staff as a potential first choice right back. A position that in truth nobody's really nailed down this season. The door must be open. Drogba's on the burst this time, and he's a hard man to stop. It's Didier Drogba. It's beginning to become target practice here, and Wycombe's young defenders are getting a chasing now. And that must have been the fear from the off tonight. Betsy for Wycombe. Ashley Cole's the defender. Well, it is a free kick. Almost on the corner flag. And not where Stephen Oakes tried to take it from. Not the best punch by Czech this time. Doherty. Good ball. Half chance here. And had the touch been better by Easter? Who knows? Well, he's had two clear sights of goal. Is the occasion a little too much for the young fella this time? Doherty did well to pick him out. Far from convincing by Cech, or indeed by Drogba when he tried to clear his lines. He's just got the room and the time, but the touch lets him down.
Number 25, Sam Stockley.
Will Antwi is going to make way here for Wycombe. He's on a yellow card, incidentally. That must have been part of Paul Lambert's thinking. Sam Stockley is the replacement. Like for like, a defender. Drogba to Shevchenko. They both went tumbling. Ballack had his shot blocked down by Stockley, in fact. Flick on by Mooney. Betsy. Makelele just stops the traffic. Helps Chelsea regroup. Ashley Cole looks to have picked up a card here. Oakes with this, straight down the throat of Cech, but he somehow managed to spill it first time. I think we can excuse him that on grounds of lack of match practice, but not very encouraging, and indeed the kick out is just as bad. Wouldn't call it quite normal service from Peter Cech. Cole to Lampard. He's gone again here, Ashley Cole, playing as an auxiliary left winger here. And Diarra knew exactly what he was doing, didn't he? Confirmation that indeed Ashley Cole was the player who collected the card from Mike Dean. The oddest thing about it was that it was a free kick for Wycombe. Chelsea were defending it, and Cole seemed to be making off down to the other end of the field. For dissent, we understand. And he was involved in a heated debate just moments before that, if you remember. So many elements to this Chelsea profile these days which have attracted adverse comment. Their spikiness with referees, certainly not to everybody's taste. Competitive or over the edge, that's the debate. John Terry fell foul of Graham Poll earlier in the campaign. Needless way to pick up cards, which will count in the long run. Well, if they're not enjoying this occasion, they've had plenty to savour on the course of this run, the Wycombe support. And a long road it has been. It started with a round one tie against Swansea. Chelsea, of course, given their Champions League commitments, don't come in until a much later stage.
But they did it the hard way, even against Swansea after extra time. Then Fulham away, Doncaster, which went to a penalty shootout, Notts County away from home, and then Charlton. A road well travelled for Wycombe. Sergio Torres is about to come on here in place of Matt Bloomfield. He's an Argentine, Torres. And he has a little fan club from the look of it. Carvalho. Ballack. Twinkle-toed, just nipped in ahead. Drogba. Frank Lampard arrives. Gets it back from Shevchenko. Lampard. Goal kick. Diarra snuffs it out for Chelsea. Lampard with room. 25 minutes left to play here at Stamford Bridge, and for Chelsea to rack up more. Here's Drogba. Batista stood firm. Sergio Torres. Easter did it well to Betsy. Can Kevin Betsy spark to life and give Ashley Cole a problem here? Well, he's got a corner off him. Does he still believe, Paul Lambert? One thinks back to their FA Cup run those years ago, some 5 or 6 years ago. Wycombe were down and out more than once against their betters and came back. Oakes' corner here. They showed fantastic spirit in some of their cup ties then. And they keep having a go here. Keep looking for something to happen. Russell Martin wears 4. It's his strike. Came back off check once more, and Mooney was almost gifted it by Carvalho. Well, there have been sightings. There have been opportunities, and with cooler heads in front of goal, who knows? That moved in front of Cech and certainly confused him. And in truth, the longer this has gone, the more Peter Cech has looked short of match practice, which we know he is. And the less composed the great Czech keeper has been. Frank Lampard this time. Batista not so composed, the keeper. Still Lampard, still Lampard. It's all over. It's 3, and Frank Lampard, with the freedom of Stamford Bridge, takes his bow. I think you could call that a classic counter-attack, because Wycombe had threatened at the other end. When they give the possession away, they're hopelessly exposed. No question of an offside. It's down to the keeper, and he wasn't good enough. And Lampard knew exactly what he was about. $14 for the season by the man surely destined to become Chelsea's #1 all-time midfield goal scorer. And a
I think Shevchenko can claim the assist for what's that worth too. Betsy did well. So too did Sergio Torres. Kept his feet well too. Makaleli. Lampard to Ballack. Martin's cross, Essien's header clear, out to Oakes. Oakes for Wycombe. Betsy. Doherty. Martin. Chelsea's substitutes are all warming up beneath us here. Shevchenko. Didier Drogba. No free kick. Cole to Ballack. Mikel. Shevchenko just trying to stab it on into the path of Ballack. Sergio Torres was tidy. Here's Betsy. Martin. Ashley Cole stopped the cross from coming in at the expense of a corner. And he's off again on his travels, isn't he, when they concede a corner? The fullback goes up to take century duty as a makeshift striker. The theory must be that Cole, with his pace, is the best man that Chelsea could get on the ball if they do win it back. Czech thought better of releasing it early then in his direction. On by Drogba. Shevchenko hunting it down. Williamson stood firm against him. Doherty to Mooney. Martin. Betsy. Carvalho in the right place. And again by Martin. Mikel in the right place. Did it well. Ballack. Drogba. Mikel screaming for it, far post. Here he is, John Obi Mikel. Not a good strike. No power in it, but it drops for Shevchenko. It just stuck in the mud. He knows what a great chance it was. Did get a goal in that FA Cup tie against Macclesfield.
And it was easier to put that one away. Same player. Well, the more you watch him, the more his attributes become clear. Physical power, presence. And with a little bit more finesse in front of goal, would be a whole other side to his game, I think. Maybe it'll come. They believe in him. Betsy to Easter. Flag stayed down. Much to the disbelief of the supporters in this corner, incidentally. And almost needless to say to Ashley Cole's disbelief, but then very often he's not very happy, is he? Surely this man is happy with his lot tonight. The best we can say for him is he kept a dignified silence for much of the season when everything's been blamed at his door. One wonders if anything that he's seen tonight would change Mourinho's mind about the importance of Shevchenko to his master plan. Noticeable, of course, again, that the Stamford Bridge crowd are chanting Mourinho's name. They are still in love with him and they still believe. A rare thing indeed. Makalele caught in possession. Doherty to Betsy. And even Essien giving it away. Carvalho made sure that Betsy was dismissed as a threat. Crowd sympathetically encouraging Shevchenko in his work of foraging and harrying. Drogba, expertly done, brilliantly done. Ballack stabbing it forward for Lampard. Makalele. I think we'll blame the referee on that misplaced pass by Makalele. 3 against 3 momentarily for Wycombe. What a challenge that was by Essien. Carvalho to Lampard. Essien getting forward really for the first time tonight. Shevchenko. Chelsea corner.
Well, they're playing for the fans in truth here. The game settled as a contest. It's the entertainment value they're trying to provide, which will in turn help restore confidence among the supporters, surely. And they are turning it on as best they can. It's never really all that flamboyant with the Mourinho Chelsea side, but the grim remorselessness of their most effective performances is a sight to behold. And they've certainly got something of that ability back tonight in the way they've killed off the game as a contest. Wonderful spice in the final, whichever of their London rivals they end up meeting, Arsenal or Tottenham. Drogba, not a good first touch. Batista saw it, read it and claimed it, did well. Betsy for Wycombe. Threaded it through to Easter. Well, that's been the story of his night. With no disrespect to him at all, it's a fine scoring record at his level, but different thing to try to do it on the ground of a Premier League side. Twice in a row the champions of English football against some of the biggest names in world football on their home ground. The test of temperament. Mikel to Lampard. Jose Mourinho yet to make a substitution tonight. Wycombe, I think, are going to make the next change, because it looks like Ikechi Anya, their young striker, is about to be called upon. And as I speak, also Chelsea are asking two at least, and maybe three of their subs to strip for action. Mikel. Drop for Drogba. Lampard. Hit Shevchenko. Goal kick. A few more changes. Decent save, wasn't it, by Shevchenko? So Ikechi Anya, the 19-year-old, gets a taste of life at Stamford Bridge. On for Stephen Oakes. And yes, 3-1 by Mourinho and Chelsea. Wright Phillips, Carlo and Maurice to replace Ballack, who gets a thunderous reception. Take a bow also, Ashley Cole. The young Portuguese defender on in his place. And listen to the roar this time for Shevchenko. Kalu replaces him. Shevchenko and his goals, no question, eased Chelsea's passage tonight, and let's hope they ease the burden on him.
Whether it's enough to shore up the relationship between player and manager is a different thing. He's off down the tunnel here. Wouldn't read too much into that.
To Drogba. The drag back by Drogba didn't really deceive Torres. First glance at this young Argentine, looks a player who might be comfortable at a higher level than Wycombe. Well, there's the handshake for Shevchenko. I think you'd call that a cursory handshake from manager to player. Went the long way round, almost looked for white shirts to try to beat. Easter. "14 Premier League games to come for Chelsea. 6 points of a deficit to make up. Drogba. Right, Phillips. That can't have been missing by much. It was his fine challenge in the first place, Sean Wright Phillips, that gave Chelsea possession. Another player who Chelsea have struggled to get the best out of, or who's struggled to produce his best for Chelsea and for his manager. Those 14 games in the Premier League to make up the deficit on Manchester United. Chelsea, one cup final appearance booked, a home draw in round 4 of the FA Cup, and the Champions League to aim for, of course, most importantly. One wonders whether come the end of the season. Here's Betsy, well, he was in goal side for just half a second or less than that, but Carvalho thinking far too quickly for him. You just wonder whether this last couple of weeks will come to be viewed as a low point in the season and nothing more than that for Chelsea, not the beginning of the end. Whistle's gone. Certainly tonight I must report to you that you don't sense in the crowd a feeling of despondency, that Chelsea are a side on the way down now. There's no sense of that. Tremendous noise here, almost a statement of belief. Drogba's ball in. Statement of belief in the manager, in the players, and in the direction that the club is going in. For all the undoubted tensions behind the scenes. But they certainly have the ammunition, whether or not they do something in the remaining days of the transfer window. The playing side of it, with John Terry and Bridge, Boularus, Joe Cole and Robin still to come back. who's to say Chelsea cannot finish the season stronger than ever? And maybe with the bonus of Shevchenko coming into form, maybe. Mikel cannot find his way to goal. That one FA Cup goal apart. Surely that man, centre picture there, John Terry, so much revolves around him and his return to fitness, and it has become a long drawn out injury saga. Worrying, I should think, for him.
Officials indicating a minimum of 3 minutes of added time.
Wycombe are already out of the FA Cup. They lost to Stockport in round 2. Their next assignment is the same trip this weekend, away to Stockport again, and it's very important that they can lift themselves quickly. Stockport, one of their rivals for the automatic promotion places. Lampard to Drogba. Lampard again, walked it home. It's 4, it's 2 for Frank Lampard on top of 2 for Shevchenko. He is never satisfied, always hungry for goals, always driving forward, and hard work paid off again here.
Keep Sunday, the 25th of February in your diaries. We're going to the final. The goal scorer.
Great work by Drogba, how unselfish. But Lampard's desire to get into the box and hit the target seen to great effect, even in injury time of a game Chelsea have won pulling up. And most in the crowd aren't going. They're waiting to applaud Chelsea off here tonight, which I think tells you something else about the underlying level of belief in this side still. The Wycombe fans are playing their part too, to cheer their team off. We want 5 is the cry. They're probably out of time. But you just sense behind this reception from the Stamford Bridge fans tonight, it's a little message to the other top sides in the English game that Chelsea aren't going away quietly. They're not for crumbling easily. That they still have hunger. Drogba drives forward. And there were 3 more Chelsea players in the box looking for a 5th goal. It's all over. Wycombe were never disgraced tonight, but in truth they were hardly ever in it. Paul Lambert's hard-working side outclassed in every conceivable manner. After a wonderful cup run by them, yes, they had 1 or 2 moments in front of goal, but it would have been only consolation surely, because Chelsea were as professional tonight as they've come to be expected to be over the last 2 or 3 years. Wycombe will take a well-deserved bow here at Stamford Bridge, but it's Chelsea who are roared off by their fans, and they can look forward to another final. They're second in this competition in 3 years, and more than that, Chelsea have shown tonight that for all their recent problems and all the rocky rumours abounding behind the scenes here at Stamford Bridge, that, as Mourinho says, there is a group of players in the Chelsea dressing room who are hungry for success and who depend on togetherness, team spirit and drive in the never-ending search for trophies. It's his first real objective of the season, Mourinho, to get to a final, to give himself the chance of winning a trophy for his supporters. Wasn't to be Jermaine Easter's evening, so highly touted coming into this, but all we've seen tonight, I'm afraid, is a demonstration of the true gulf in class between achievement at Wycombe's level and what Chelsea are still capable of, for all the rumours of discontent. It was a pretty fair reflection, in truth. Chelsea 4-0 winners on the night. Their place in the Carling League Cup final never in any doubt, and it will be Chelsea to meet either Tottenham Hotspur or Arsenal on February the 25th in Cardiff, and what an occasion that promises to be. Chelsea still in business through the semi-final, 5-1 on aggregate.